TV Crazy Man here. You know the hand is quicker than the eye, or so they say. Sometimes our classic TV favorites were aided by mysterious hands that we were never meant to see. But if you did notice those hidden hands closing doors or making cars drive by themselves, it was a bit unsettling to think that what we saw and what was were two totally different things. Back in the early days of television, more often than not, a person hidden from view aided in the special effects. Back then, everything was not done with computers like today. They had to be really creative.
Hey, ain't me.
Why, Sheriff Taylor.
Have you ever noticed on old TV shows the occasional mysterious hand pulling a door shut? Apparently someone got paid to do that.
No, it gets more peculiar all the time.
Now wouldn't you have just loved to have walked through that door? I bet it would have felt like walking into the Twilight Zone. Instead of Mayberry, it would probably have been a giant set with a big painting of Mayberry. I wonder how much they got paid. Okay, so I asked Google, and it estimates a union stagehand in the 1960s probably earned between $1.15 to $3.50 per hour. Today, a stagehand might get $25 to $37 per hour. But I haven't seen any modern examples of hands closing doors. Maybe they got better doors today.
There's obviously something the matter with that darn door.
Another time we can see hidden mysterious hands seemingly appear out of nowhere is when animals are involved. No CGI animals to obey every command of the keyboard back then. Animals needed trainers, and sometimes those trainers were seen when they weren't supposed to be. You know, you'd almost think that a talking horse like Mister Ed wouldn't even need a trainer, but you'd be wrong. So they had a problem on the episode Unemployment Show, as the script called for Wilbur to wake up Mr. Ed by popping a paper bag. So someone had to help keep Mr. Ed calm. You can see someone petting Ed to help keep him from getting spooked.
Very funny.
What more could you possibly do to me?
You know, when dealing with animals on screen, there's always got to be a trainer nearby, which is probably where this mysterious hand comes from. Or even like in this scene where no person is at least supposed to be around, and Ed is just trying to get a date.
Who's a masher?
Somebody was pulling on the reins of that horse.
I'm in love.
He's that important to the game?
Important, the boy asked.
Before Mr. Ed, there was Francis the talking mule, who usually didn't talk to anyone but Peter Sterling. Of course, he must have made an exception for his trainer. Now, they did have a workaround. Often you could see strings attached to Francis and Mr. Ed used by the trainers. In this episode of Dennis the Menace, you can see the head of a cat's trainer pop up. Looks really spooky, but it's just an animal trainer, or one of the crewmen lost some change under the back seat. You can see a trainer's hand pop up helping Andy and Barney with a horse on the Andy Griffith episode, Divorce Mountain Style. And on Green Acres, on the episode, Economy Flight to Washington. While Arnold the pig is sitting at the bar, you can see the fingers of his trainer rubbing his belly to make him grunt. When a scene called for a car that was alive on the Twilight Zone, they hoped you wouldn't be able to spot the driver. But today with big screens and higher resolution, the driver does show up. In the 80s, hands were seen on occasion driving Knight Rider. To make KITT seem alive, and driving himself, they used a fake seat cover to hide behind. In the episode Just My Bill, KITT has a passenger but no driver, but you can see a bodiless hand moving a steering wheel. In the episode Night Moves, you can see somebody hiding out in KITT. No, that's not Michael, because he was standing outside of the car at the time.
Hello. What the devil's going on?
See if you can spot the hidden man in the episode Race for Life. You could say this is very unusual. Now to me, this hand appears to be reaching out to help David Hasselhoff shut the door. But I have to ask, does he really need help shutting a car door? There's those hands again, and Michael's not driving. Could be extraterrestrial.
Are you from outer space? I've come to collect you, Earthling.
What is that? Here's a couple of mysterious hands from the Three Stooges helping with their special effects. In the short movie Maniacs from 1936, when one of Curly's pancakes gets stuck on the ceiling, a crew member's hand can be seen throwing the cake upwards. In Back to the Woods, Curly gets thrown over the fence the first time. You can see a hand throwing a stunt dummy, which is supposed to be Curly. Here's a helping hand from the X-Files in the 1990s. In the episode Bad Blood, Mulder faces off against a vampire, and he does what Kolchak the Night Stalker would have done and breaks open a wooden chair to make a wooden stake. But someone lends a mysterious hand from out of nowhere. I wonder if it was Kolchak.
Admittedly, the story you're about to read is bizarre, incredible. Label it insane.
On the Addams Family, the trick was to show the hand and not the person.
Gomez, darling, do be careful.
In the second season episode, Portrait of Gomez, the Thing is fanning Morticia in the moonlight when he retreats into the tree hole. But either the Thing isn't the only one hanging out by the tree, or the Thing has grown an elbow. Kinda strange, isn't it?
Unprofessional jealousy can twist a man's mind.
You see?
In the very first episode, the Addams Family goes to school. The Thing hands the phone to Morticia and then takes off. But careful observation may indicate that the Thing may actually have a body, or at least a foot. And from what I read, it was probably Ted Cassidy's foot. On the Munsters, there were a couple of times we saw all of the backstage hands. I mean, not just their hands. I mean, they were all there. Oh, you'll see what I mean.
It's my head broken.
Look to your left. It's actually kind of spooky. Now, in the real world, it could be crewmen, but in the context of the show, maybe it's ghosts. There's another ghost in Autumn Crocus. Again, look to your left.
I'm coming, dear. I'm coming.
Yeah, I know I said maybe it's a crewman, maybe in the context of this show it's a ghost, but what if it's a real-life ghost? We just don't know.
And I think we owe it to our country to keep our sense of humor.
If you like classic TV Batman, and who doesn't? I mean, right? Check out my latest cartoon parody that is basically a sequel to the Batman episode Surf's Up, Joker's Under, and see how many classic TV cameos you can spot. And please don't forget to comment and like. Thanks for watching and have a great day.